Hi, this is People, Places, Things, and in History. This is Carol Church Gardner coming with you with a brand new one. And I figure these are facts that you might want to know, guys. Okay, so I gave you that you might not knew that there was a volcano in Sussex County. Well, this is going to be a mind blower for you. So, guys, get set back. The quarantine's really getting to me. I can't think of new ones, so here we go. These are facts or truths that you might not know. Do you know today we still have the Black Plague? Yes, the Black Plague is still here today. The guys that got killed in the Middle Ages, that was actually considered the plague, the Black Death, was saved. The doctors back then was they actually soaked a sponge with vinegar to put in those death masks. Yes, so actually the vinegar smell and the different smells and the different herbs they put in there help them doctors not to get the Black Plague. This is a fact, guys. You go on your fact check. You can actually fact check this. Okay, and the Black Plague is still here today. A kid in Ohio last year contracted it in 2019. He got contracted the Black Plague. They couldn't figure out why he got the plague, but a lot of your people from South America and some of these third world countries still has the Black Plague. So this is why this is good. When you go there, you better start looking at what's really there in diseases if you don't want to bring that disease back. Because we already know it by COVID-19 that these things can be still catchy. Well, yes, we could still get the Black Plague today. So you guys, when, you want the people to come over the border, half of them might be dying from the Black Plague. You don't know. So, you want to fact check it. It is in South America. Okay, and it's in there, and it's also a little bit in China. So guys, start fact checking where you're going to go. Another thing you might not know is, being a Native American, we do not exist to most people. Okay, so I say Native American, American Indians, no matter how I say indigenous people, or however you want to say, I can't pronounce it right, guys. And, we might not really realize that anybody after 200 years can consider them that they're those kind of people. So, really, I don't know what to call us anymore, but I call us still American Indians because we're from America. Then what happens? The people from the other country, like India, thinks they're American Indians, which is very different. Because people from India is from the continent India. They're not from United States of American Indians. That's like me going to their country and saying, I'm from India, now I get to do what India people do. It's not right. It's like me going to China and run the havoc, on the Chinese. So be careful, guys. What you say and what we do is two different things. And that's another truth. When I went to the township and I was trying to, get things done, do you know that they told me that they only believe in what they want on the internet, because they said only once in a while truth is only on there. 95% is lies, 5% is truth. So what they actually do when they're in this situation, they honestly have that 5%, whatever they want to believe, on the internet. You can go right there, you can ask them a question, and if they start looking on the internet, you ask them if there's a certain thing, and they have to look it up government-wise. They tell you it does not exist because they can't figure it out, guys. This is an actual truth. I did this when I was going to go for taxes, because Indians don't pay taxes. So I got a paper saying I didn't have to pay taxes on my house. Well, they still made me pay taxes on my house. They said it did not exist, but I called one person at the tax place where they actually do taxes. She said she seen the paper, it's legal, and then after that it was unlegal. because they really don't want that paper to be legal because they want to do whatever they want to do to create havoc on you. So guys, only believe nothing when you only see nothing and you only hear nothing. So this is a type of thing now I believe in. When they come here and they want to start stuff on me, I believe nothing. So, now they ran themselves in a hole. I'm getting out. So, you know what? Good luck to you. Because I don't need this stuff anymore. Another thing, do you know where your power lines is? Do you know that underneath that power line, that whatever electric company you have owns that? They could come up, they could cut it down, they could do whatever they want to. You're not even allowed to put a bush there. Somebody had reported down one of my neighbors. She says, well, they're going to tear up my flowers because it's around the light pole. I believe it, because when I called up, they told me, and I'm not going to name the company to get in trouble, but they told me they own every bit of your property wherever they have a power line or a power pole. So guys, be careful what you do around a power pole, because you didn't know it, but the state owns it. Okay, so like when I owe taxes, they take my house for taxes, but I have to pay the mortgage, I got to pay the taxes and all this. So you know what, now I came to the conclusion, this is why I want to get foreclosed on. I'm not buying a house anymore. If you're going to run my life horribly, when I'm actually trying to fix up my yard, why bother? Okay, so if you're going to come along and cut down my flowers, why bother should I try to get a good looking lawn? Why should I even mow it at this point? Because the only thing I'm mowing it for is to look for snakes. So this is one thing, the common things that is you have to think when you go into a municipal court or anything else is, what are they going to have on their sides? Okay, so they could say, well, you could look up, these power companies in the municipal building. This is my goal for you guys. Okay, so you look up and you see what your rules and regulations is. Okay, so that rule can end up going out tomorrow. Okay, so they could change this any time. So why bother, guys? Why bother having us have rules? Because we have the Constitution. You're against the Constitution anyway. Okay, so you don't, when we're looking at a house or we're buying a house, you didn't give me a rule book. So, you know what? Bye. So, this is things that you must know when you do anything, because you can be surprise! Because, and I was surprised when the first year I moved here and things were going downhill. And you have neighbors, the neighbors want to pick on you, they can. So, it's bad enough the neighbors pick on me. I don't need everybody else picking on me. Fine. So, I'll keep going on. So, another thing you might not know is if you live where somebody had swamp fever for horses, you can't put another horse there because they're going to get swamp fever. My mom would tell me about all these diseases that the animals would have like that. Some lives in the ground for years, so with the coronavirus, is airborne. Okay, so that means it's already in the air. No matter what you're going to do, the second the person next door to you has the coronavirus, you might get it too. Not saying you're going to get it. You might get it too. Knowing how diseases travel, anthrax travels. Anthrax the disease can live 24 hours on any surface. You go walking through there, your animals has got it. Hoof and mouth was another disease that does this, and West Nile. But the thing that was the funniest thing to me was when my horse vet come out, gave my horse a shot for West Nile disease. She says, and she turns around, she looks at me, she goes, We can vaccinate our animals, but we don't have a vaccination to save lives for us. Okay, so this is how dopey things go. So, that's not saying that your animal doesn't have that today. It might have it tomorrow. But you're getting the thing to present it, but it might not be as bad as if it come full blown. Okay, so hit a like, hit a share, hit subscribe, and thank you guys, and make sure you hit a comment. I figure these might be things that you might want to know. So if you want to make a comment, I'll try to figure